evening, the lights fade in, the birds are singing their evening song, and I thought I would come out to what's hopefully going to be my garden over the next few months to talk about the top 5 gardening resources on Twinkl. Now, I am not green fingered at all, so I needed resources that would really help guide me through the process. So I found some great ones to share with you. The first one is this allotment pack. If you just want to download one thing and have a ton of resources, then go straight to this. We don't have an allotment, but we do go to an allotment club so that we can have a go on our little patch of soil. This tells us how to understand different types of soils. It tells me when to sow things, when to harvest things. For a complete rookie like me, it is perfect. Number 2 is this gardening journal. It's simple, it looks lovely, but the reason I chose it is because I think it'd be a great way to draw in maybe reluctant writers, because it's writing for a purpose. You're going to be in the garden, you're going to be observing, you need to keep a record of what you've sown and what you're going to harvest, any wildlife that come, and this is a great way to do that. You could have one family one, you could maybe have it as a scrapbook, you could stick in pictures, your empty seed packets, and make a really lovely resource based around this. Number 3 is a little bit of a secret find that I discovered. I searched gardening club on Twinkl and I found all of these resources for doing a school gardening club, but that would be perfect to do in your own home or with friends as well for a home ed group. It basically gives you an activity a week for the spring, the summer and the autumn to do in your garden, and not all of them actually need a garden to do. So I am definitely printing this off. I'm going to have it ready for any activities that we want to do when we're outside in nature as well, or if we want to do some planting, I can refer to this. This is a great find. Number 4 is ideal if, like me, you don't actually have a garden with soil. You can make a little nature container and observe it over the year and see what happens. The reason I like this is because I can hand this to my son as kind of a reading activity, but for him to physically put things together, and my younger daughter as well could do it with me, and so we're getting some reading in it, we're getting we're getting our hands literally dirty, we're getting our nature pulled in there, we can even be measuring things. So even though it's such a simple thing, it's actually going to give us a lot of depth of learning. Number 5, well, you don't actually need a garden for this at all, but it is all about gardening. It's the Imagine pack. So you've got lots of photos and questions to prompt your discussion that you could look at with your children. You could use this to plan a whole unit, because you've got maths, you've got literacy, you've got computing, you've got all the different themes and topics with suggestions of books you can read, films you can watch, different resources that you can use. If your kids are really into gardening at this time of year, then you could really dig deep, no pun intended, into this topic and just get a wealth of information and inspiration from this. Now, that was a quick tour through the top 5 resources, but the point is you don't want to be sat watching me. You want to print off these resources, get stuck in the garden and enjoy this lovely weather we've got right now. So enjoy it. I'm going in for a cup of tea now and to look through some of the seeds that I bought today to figure out what on earth I've got to do with them. But take care and I'll see you soon.